I have a question. Do Jared and Elizabeth have a total number of class reps who have signed on? And do the number of class reps carry any weight in the judge's decision?
Hmm. Those are good questions. So we have, at last count, I mean, I think it's well over 1,000 people have actually formally signed on to be class representatives. But in terms of how this case is being litigated, we're litigating it as a class action, which means that you only need you really only need one class representative in a class action on the complaint to file a class action. We actually have, I think it's a little over 100 at this point. At some point, if we get past the motion to dismiss, the court we will file a motion to certify the class as a class action. And that means that we're going to be asking the court to make a determination that the case is suitable to be litigated as a class action. We haven't reached that point yet. And if that happens, and if the case is certified as a class action, then what happens is class notice goes out, and then everybody in the class would get some sort of notice. But that's a long way off. Right now, we're still in the very, very early stages of the lawsuit.
Gotcha. So I guess some questions like, is it possible reconciliation or possible solutions to it afterwards if the judge approves the case? I was thinking, would they have to change their charter? Like some things that I'm looking as a recourse for what the DNC did, in my opinion, which was defraud the American people, and actually not just the American people of the world, because we know in a lot of ways, there goes the United States, there goes the planet. In a lot of ways. So, I would like for them to have to change their charter to just be honest. Like, we do what we want to do. This is my house and this is the way I roll or something.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, this is being litigated as a class action in the civil system. And so in the civil system, the best tool you have to get a company that's doing wrong to do right is to get a judgment against them and to get a substantial judgment against them. And then that, provides the incentive for them to change their conduct. And it also sets precedent so that in this case, other political parties will have an incentive and a precedent to look to so that they don't engage in this conduct again. So really our goal here is to go to trial and get a verdict in our favor, and then to get a substantial money judgment against the DNC so that they never engage in this again.
Is there any circumstance where you would settle the case if it became an option?
Well, to do a settlement, you need to have somebody make you a settlement offer, and they haven't. The lawyers for the other side have never even come close to talking about being interested in settling this case. I mean, they've done just the opposite, which is to fight us on every turn in this case. I mean, this is their second motion to dismiss. The first motion to dismiss was filed soon after we filed the case, and they tried to tell us that we didn't serve, or that Sean Lucas didn't serve the complaint correctly. And, we actually had an entire evidentiary hearing on that issue, and that was last year. So, by the looks of things, they're going to fight us at every turn.
Just the publicity alone, I would think. I just started thinking about Fox News and the recent allegations, and some of them stem back for like 10 years about Bill O'Reilly and how they pay these women and they just want to make it go away type of thing. I'm thinking now, so you're up against some pretty big, are these big law firms that are working for the DNC or
Yeah.
Yeah, so how are you funding this? Like how are you eating, man?
Well, this is actually how we do most of our cases. We do I would say 90% of our cases are contingency cases, meaning that we fund it out of our firm savings. So we fund all the costs, and we're not going to get paid attorney's fees unless we win. But we're very comfortable doing that. We've been doing cases like this since we opened our firm in 2007. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But when you have a model like this, you're actually allowed to take on pretty big battles, because some of the most important cases in our society are brought by people that don't have the means to pay you as a lawyer. They can't pay you up front, so you have to rely on a contingency model. I'm comfortable doing it. I mean, we're not fancy people. We don't, spend a lot of money on ourselves, and we like to save what money we have to do things that we think are important. So this fits right in with that, and we're just very, very happy to be doing this on behalf of so many people.